performer. I'm here today representing the MHS Heritage and Cultural Centre in Maghera, and I'm sitting at a very familiar spot in what was the old Premier Bar in Maghera. It was a building that organisation was offered some months ago, and we concluded the purchase of the building in November of 2019. Since then we've had plans to develop it into a heritage and cultural centre and a community hub. This will be a shared space for people from the town, open to all walks of life, regardless of their political or religious beliefs. We're not in the position to open the building just at the moment, but I thought perhaps I could do a little bit of commentary on how we're progressing with the work, when we started, and also how we're going to develop it into a centre. As you enter the front door, which is the main entrance to the building, we decided that light was fairly scarce, and we decided to lower the window by 2 feet. And this means that there's more light coming in or natural light coming in through the window. So I'm sitting here very relaxed beside a new hearth which was built, constructed very recently to give a feeling of warmth to the place for people coming in. The hearth I'm sitting on is a feature, and it was designed first of all by Raymond McNamee, who is one of our directors, and it was constructed by Adam O'Kane, the local man, and plastered by another local man, Joshua York. We lifted some floor coverings, and of course that exposed what I thought was a lovely flooring in the form of quarry tiles. They are very attractive, so rather than cover them, we decided to expose them and leave them showing for the public to see what was used back in the beginning of the 1900s as floor covering. This led on to difficulties matching tiles which were there, so we decided to put a little bit of a border around the main room here with wood. And to take away the dullness from the front room, with the help of a retired architect, Maeve O'Neill, and she decided that we should actually cover the walls with flooring. And it's worked out very well. You can see the wall covering as it has been done, with an entrance into our small kitchen, which will be available for visitors and for other people who come to see us, on the basis of sit around the table, talk together, have meetings with their friends and neighbours, and drink a cup of coffee over a local newspaper. As we go further to the right, into the little alcove, then we have the display area for publications, for other forms of information which the public will have access to. And then to the left of that area, we have another area we're going to make suitable for tourist information, and that's lacking in this part of the country. And the tourists that we have seen over the past number of years come from all parts of the world: America, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, Germany, so on and so forth. So these are people who are coming in perhaps to trace their roots, and they are looking for somewhere that they can get information, but to be able to speak to someone personally. So we will offer that service in this particular area of the building. On the walls we will display anything that's synonymous with the town, with the local area, and with the people. We have lots of display area for exhibitions and so on and so forth. But we had to do quite a lot of changes to be made by putting in a disabled toilet, because we have to allow access to all parts of the building for disabled people who may be wheelchair bound. However, as you move through the entrance to a small alleyway, on the right is a ladies' toilet, and then you follow this ramp which leads you up to the back of the building. And the ramp is done again to allow access for disabled people in wheelchairs. And this will lead into the first main office. The main office will be where the manager, assistant manager will work from. Across from those two rooms we have a genealogy research room. This will be for the likes of John Marcus, who does a lot of our genealogy and research, and he will do this in this room, fitted out with computers and shelving and tables and desks for that purpose. Following through the passageway on the right, we have the main lift shaft. Again, this was a compulsory installation because of access for disabled people. This is partially finished, but it won't be completed until after the lockdown is over. Access to all of the ground floor building and to the first floor building will be accessible by disabled people. Further on from the lift shaft, we have the men's shed. This is a very popular introduction. We have it completed now, it's ready for opening, and it has been kitted out with all the necessary tools for woodworking, crafts, metalworking. For anyone who's got an idea, who has spare time in their hands, is welcome to come along and try out their skills. We'll have wood lathe, drills, saws, bench saws, and skill saws, and so on and so forth, all the tools required for any type of joinery work. Coming back from the men's shed, we go through a door which is access to the upstairs, the first floor. And this again we're going to develop into a function suite, an area which will be suitable for corporate functions, for musical evenings, poetry evenings, and plays, pantomimes, and such like. The opening in the main gable wall takes us into the ladies' craft room, and this will also include fully kitted craft room for the ladies, from knitting, sewing, quilting, and whatever. And it will also include a reference library, and a boardroom. We're going to complete the refurbishing as our second phase, and this will be done probably later on this year, but we'd hope to be fully functional on the ground floor in 2020, which will lead to an official opening sometime in September, October. So just to re-emphasize, the building is for everyone in the town. Anyone who wishes to use it, utilize the facilities that have been very kindly funded by the big lottery, the National Lottery Community Fund, the Trust House Charitable Foundation, who helped us purchase a building, along with the Cloth Workers Association, and the other one was Ulster Garden Villages. With their money and a small input from the Ulster Community Investment Trust Bank, they made the purchase of the building very possible. I send a very sincere invitation to everyone out there who considers it's not just a talking shop, it's not just a club for old fogies, it's an organisation that's here to preserve the heritage and culture of the area, and also to address the health and well-being of the older generation who are at the moment at risk, in their at-risk category, and also are in the same category as myself. But if you don't win the battle, then we haven't got a future to look forward to. If you would like to perhaps join us during this COVID-19 lockdown, then we will give you free membership for the coming 12 months. I thank you very much indeed for paying attention, listening, and I hope you find this interesting, and I look forward to making the next one. So thank you very much indeed.